In the weeks after the fight, I tried to find an original angle on what was going on the night. I know, I'm talking about the fight again, but just stick with it. Believe me, I tried. 4 different angles to make a video.
Felt like...
Till I realised there was only one thing for it.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What's wrong with your hair?
Look cute now.
What did you think of my boxing commentary?
From what I've heard, it was good.
Brutally honest.
I'm never brutal with you, Lawrence. What I'd say is, you know, your voice out of the 3 is the most, I'd sort of say, it's like a classic commentary voice, you know, it brought some class to the...
Right.
No offence to Brian and Joe, it's just, you've got a...
It's up here.
Yeah, you've got that sort of
Smart
way about you. It makes it seem, you know, like a... I can't think what the word is. That's why I don't do commentary.
Do you think I know anything about boxing?
You know some bits, yeah. Well, you hang around with Brian. That'll obviously rub off on you. He does that to me as well, don't worry.
I've tried to make a video about boxing now 4 times. What is there to say that's original about it? You know, BBC News has done the whole, look at the funny little boxers thing.
Around 800,000 people paid to watch 2 YouTubers.
Anyway, the video was supposed to be about how TV didn't see how YouTube was really building something here and making things for ourselves. When you look at something that's still being built, it's difficult to judge what it will become. Sure, you can make an educated guess on what it might be, but you'll rarely see the hopes and dreams that someone's built up in a project. Slowly but surely it starts to take shape, and that's when other people start taking notice. It kind of reminds me of the Dorian Yates quote that True loves so much.
Every day is like a brick.
And every time you go in there, do a half-ass workout, you're not laying a brick down. Somebody else is. That's what YouTube's like, on a daily basis. Each video is another brick. And then one day, these channels start building into something much, much bigger.
Although is TV just dying off, you know? I like the freedom of YouTube. That's good. No one can tell you what to do. Although they demonetise you, that's not the end of the world.
Where the hell have you been?
Did it bother you the other day when Brian said those nasty things about you?
What did he say? Oh, on Twitter? Not really.
Were you going to make the video anyway, or was that just a lie?
Roastmaster.
No, that was good. It was good that you did it, because I've forgotten how to make videos, as you could probably tell.
It's a shame that my own colleague doesn't have my back.
Wait, so did you make that video just in a day?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
That was a few hours' work.
Toasted.
It was okay.
Well, you know, it was all right. It wasn't your best. You know, it wasn't,
No,
wasn't your
definitely
worst.
not. It's it's not going to be you know, someone in the street goes, you the guy from you know, the fuming video. You know, that's not going to be what I'm known for.
Stupendous.
I feel like Brian doesn't get, you know, tested enough. You know, in these verbal biffs, people just bow down to him because he, you know, he's a big man.
He'll break them. He'll break them, basically, is what you're saying.
But you've got to poke him back. It's fun.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, we going on the line?
Yeah.
Oh, you can see the time on here.
This is the exact spot that we cut Cam Kirkham's hair. Did well off that video though. I want you to be brutally honest. How was I at the boxing commentary?
I thought you were good.
No, everyone said that. I don't believe you. I want you to be honest and tell me what you thought when you watched it back, because I'll be honest, I couldn't watch it.
How was my commentary for the KSI boxing match?
I mean, if you want my real honest answer...
I want you to be brutally honest as friends.
I didn't watch it.
Very good.
I was there, I didn't see it. And then I couldn't use it in a video, so I hadn't seen it.
There was one thing that annoyed me slightly.
Go on.
In the final fight, in between everything I said, you said something else really quietly, like, and he paces to the ring.
Yeah.
And I was saying the same thing or whatever a lot of the time, and you were like, look at him, Geordie, just like, and I was like, at times I was like, you were the full stop on every single sentence.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But you get in the habit of doing that, and it's hard to like
Complete each other's sentences.
No, but it's not just that. It's you're in an arena full of screaming people. You're wrapped up in the drama, and people are throwing punches. And it's the second time we've done this, and so like Joe Rogan's second time commentating, probably I don't know, maybe 1,000 people in the arena, maybe 50,000 people watching at home. With us, 20,000 in the arena, 800,000+ watching at home, 1 million+ illegally as well. So like the scrutiny of us, when we haven't done that many times before, is the same as Joe Rogan gets on a UFC.
I understand.
But we just don't have all that experience. So I just sort of brush it off as like, all right, well, fair enough, but look how far we've come so soon. So
Then it was supposed to get super social sciencey and talk about how if we don't know something, then we treat it as different. And we all do that, whether we're on YouTube or TV. This other clever phrase that I use to sound like I know what I'm talking about. Othering. You can look it up for yourself, but it's a super effective way of making sure that people don't relate to what you're talking about. Any action by which an individual or group becomes mentally classified in someone's mind as not one of us.
Oh, well, I assumed the boxing would be pretty subpar.
It's sometimes easier to dismiss them as being in some way less human and less worthy of respect and dignity than we are.
Do you make a lot of money? Are you rich?
Are you rich?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he thinks he's the king of the internet, and
Yeah.
yet I've got about 2.5 million more followers than him on Twitter.
On Twitter.
I'm not quite sure why he's the
Teenagers
king of the
don't use
internet.
Twitter.
I kind of liken it to WWE in a way, except the action in the ring was real.
So it's real.
old media recognises that the numbers that we're doing just are miles ahead of what they're getting on prime time TV. And then there's also a generational issue where they just don't understand as well. So they're seeing us beat them and they're annoyed, and then they don't know how, and it's more annoying. So fuck them.
And then we were going to talk about this really cool guy, and how he predicted that we would never like the effects of the internet anyway, and throwing everyone together was always going to be a bad idea. But it wasn't TV's fault or our fault that we didn't get on. We were just a building generation who were trying to build something big like the boxing or the Wembley Cup.
EXO, assemble!
How are you feeling about the Wembley Cup?
I'm pretty good. I ordered some healthy food this morning.
Are you nervous about the Wembley Cup?
No. I'm excited.
Hashtag tried and tested going pro. The F2 who are known to be skillful footballers, and then Rebel who are Calfrezi and his mates. No, I'm joking. But genuinely, they've got some really good players at Rebel. We're literally like doing this on the fly.
I'm on the meal prep. I'm feeling all right, you know. Anything can happen over 30 minutes.
I think if we even get to the final, then we've like done bits.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
And if I could score a goal, because the thing is, the last time we played at St James's, everyone was out for themselves. Whereas this is actually like our team.
Yeah.
So they'll actually look after me a bit more.
I don't know what I can and can't say.
If I've got an open goal, they'll actually pass, in theory.
Anyway, it was going to lay it out to the mainstream media, and it still will at some point. But until that time, for all the headlines we're going to give them in the next year, you're welcome.
Do you respect Will any?
In many ways. Yeah, I respect it. He's done well for himself.
I'm a stretchy little boy. I'm a big boy. I mean...
Do I respect him as a content creator?
Well, I didn't ask that, but I think you put it in your own words, so go ahead.
You know what?
That is a lovely hoodie, Will. Where could you get one of
It is,
those?
it's not out yet, Lawrence, but it will be at willande.co.uk when it is.
Yeah, go on. Why not? Oh, yes, no. But you know, that's what I do when I'm not making videos. I come up with hand signs.
Oh, daddy, want that sweet nut? Hummina, oh yes, lad. Kiss my dong and call me Percy.
It really struggles with hummina. That was a shame. But you know, it nailed yes, lad, which I'm happy with. So, swings and roundabouts.
Contractually, I'll see you tomorrow.
In a bit, Loz.
Bye.